Hello, welcome. Welcome to the channel of storytelling. Stories that are written and created by me. Even discussions about my life, because my life is also a story. This is the channel where we will discuss how, when, where, what, and why, the storyline, the character, the story, and all of that. For example, I have a story that I will be posting to my Instagram, SueDeanna69, on my social media handle. SueDeanna69. You can call me Sue. It's okay. It's called I Was Told Men Don't Like to Date a Woman with a Gay Son. Now, this is what I was told. And we have this one character named Mace. And right now, Mace is very upset with me because Mace wants me to rewrite his character. But that's how he came across. There's nothing I can do about it now. See, he's feeling this woman, and this woman has a gay son. So what do you want me to do? What do you want her to do? You know, for most women, well, for most of us, our child or children come before anyone. And so this woman, she chooses her child. That's what she's supposed to do, right? Right. So his ego is so hurt, and he wants me to rewrite the story. And I said to him, I ain't doing that. I write what's downloaded into my spirit, and then I take it from there. And that's how that goes for this writer. So he's so upset with me right now. Like, I was on my Instagram last night talking to Mace, telling him, I'm not going to rewrite the story, Mace. It is what it is. And so be it. That story will be posted July 18 on Instagram. Yeah, that's the way that goes. Then I have another story that's posted on Instagram. And that story is called A Mother's Regret. Now, A Mother's Regret, some of it's truthful, some of it's not truthful, some of it's embellished. And it's just all about a mama who got 90% of motherhood right, which is a good thing. But the other percentage is where it goes down. And that other percentage, it doesn't matter to the child or children that was hurtful to them. And so mother's regret is just basically about acknowledging, welcoming, admitting, and that's okay. I'm healthy, I'm fine, I'm happy. My children are all accomplished. They are doing well and living their bestest life. And when I spoke to one of my children and I said to them, I said, what do you think about me putting a story like this out there? He said, I don't care what you do. Oh, baby said, I don't care what you do. I said, but you sure? He says, yeah, go ahead on and do your thing. My children think I'm great and I'm grand. They really do. They think I'm all that. But still, they came from my womb. And I want my legacy to be that when it came to parenthood, I rocked. I got it right. I had it together. You understand what I'm saying? And although there's room for growing and prospering and progress, and I welcome all of that. And of course, that's what I'm doing now. You understand what I'm saying? But as for me, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I know it's a sensitive topic, but there are people out there who do want to hear this. There are people who've been through some changes in motherhood, had some challenges going on. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, they done been through some things. I know, because I went around and surveyed some people, and I know I've seen some parents, some mommies, go through some things. Even some men chimed in on it. It was like, yeah, I got it right, such and such percentage of the time. But that small percentage, it bothers everyone, but we are all living our lives. I have a therapist, just like everyone else is getting on board getting one. I have one. I have a great one. Believe me, I'm fine, y'all. But for the people out there who are going through this, it's okay to have regret. Like I said, regret just means acknowledging. It means welcoming what what you could have done better. And it's basically like to the children, like apologizing to them. You know what I mean? And of course, some children don't want to be bothered, depending on how big is the percentage, depending on what went down during that percentage, whether it's a small percentage or a big percentage. You know, we all are entitled and deserve and owe it to ourselves to have healing and to be healed and to acknowledge and to welcome new journeys in our lives. We are all entitled to that because life be lifing to us human beings, whether we got it right or we didn't get it right. And so this is basically what this channel is about, the dialogue of the storytelling. And you guys can chime in too. You want to chime in about things that are on your mind and things that are going on in your life or things that you have witnessed and experienced. This is a safe place, a safe space. Because one thing about Sue Deanna, Sue for short, that's okay. If you want to call me just Sue. Lots of people call me Sue. Very few people call me Sue Deanna. I'm not going to tell you anything wrong. I am not the enemy. I don't want to be. I am a likable, lovable person who loves life. I love to laugh. I love to crack up. I love to laugh at myself. I am a Cancer at heart. As a matter of fact, this is my birthday week. And that's why you see this little trinket up here on my head. I'm looking like I'm 4 or 5 years old because I'm about to put the added hair on and, all the jewelry and everything on because I'm going out. I'm still celebrating. My birthday was July 6th. I'm still celebrating. Here it is Saturday. What's today's day? I don't even know what today's date is. I'm living my life. What's this, the 10th or the 11th? All I know is I'm getting ready to go celebrate again, honey. I celebrate all of the season of Cancer. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what this channel is about. Having fun, getting to know one another, supporting one another. And not just you all supporting me and helping me grow my channel, me also supporting you. We're going to build a community. You know what I mean? Sometimes we might be on here for an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours just talking about characters and talking about story time and talking about why this and that and what in the world and girl and Lord and ooh wee. You get what I'm saying? That YouTube might email me or say, look, y'all got 5 more minutes and we gonna cut you off from the corporate office if y'all don't get off the channel. That's how much fun we're going to be having. That's how much in the vibe we're going to be into. You understand what I'm saying? So if storytelling, and you love storytelling, and you want to hear it from me, this is the channel for you. You are more than welcome here. Let's build a community. Let's vibe. Let's have fun. And sometimes on live, I'm going to create a story for you. Right on live. Freestyle. Yeah, I'm going to freestyle. Now, eventually, I will get the assistance of AI, but I'm not with all that right now. I'm not too much in knowing how to do all that right now. But once I learn, and I do want to learn, don't think I don't. Don't think I don't want the assistance from AI and I want to get into some of that creativity. Of course I do. I'm a storyteller, I'm a writer. You understand what I'm saying? Now, as far as when I became a writer, mm, I will say this. I noticed that I had good writing skills. I think it was in 2011 or 2012 when I was in my English class. And I had an English teacher, a black woman, y'all, and she was off the chain. She was one of those who have her degree like in grammar and in literature. So, combining those two degrees together, oh my goodness, she hard. She hard on a student. I mean, she hard on a student, even though that's not and shouldn't be our first language because of the history of how our ancestors was brought over here. And I'm very proud to be pro-black. I'm very proud to be blackity black. I'm very proud to say that, yes, my ancestors are from Africa. You understand what I'm saying? I'm very proud of my bloodline being from Africa. You get what I'm saying? So I welcome that. And so, although our ancestors' language was taken away from them, but here, this is where we're at. English is a lot of us Black American people who was born here. It is our first language for us. So, although it shouldn't be, but it is. And you have people and they go to college, and I'm telling you, like I said, they rah with it. I mean, they get on you. They cringe when they see a grammatical error. They cringe. When you speak out of text, they cringe when your pronunciation isn't right. It's like, my gosh, God still loves us all anyways. I'm still going to get my blessings. I still have my gift. It might not be in English grammar, English literature, but I still have my blessings and I can offer something to the world too. And as far as editing and the grammatical errors, that's what you pay and hire people for. They have their talent and skill, and I have my talent and skill, and we all put it together. That's the way that goes. So I had this one English teacher, right? And she had asked us, you know how they're always asking you and giving you topics and telling you from that topic to write a story because they just want you to get used to just writing so that you can be able to get the grammatical errors right and put everything in the right, the grammar in the right tense. Baby, the hell with all that grammatical errors and right tense and not the right tense and subject verbs agreement and all that stuff. The hell with all that, baby. I saw that topic and took that topic and ran with it. And I was one of the ones that I'm very challenged, was challenged when it came to grammatical errors and put in subject verb agreements, in the right tense and not the right tense and all this old kind of stuff. Not my thing, y'all, not my thing, but I can write though, and I can tell a story. And so I took that story and ran with it. And so it wasn't low key to everyone that I was kind of challenged in the English class. Okay. And that was okay with me because, I'll tell you in a minute, we all have our own talents and gifts. And so when she got down to where she was telling all of us about our papers that were passed in, and she was telling us about some of our papers that was turned in, right? And so everyone was like, "But what about me?" Because, like I told you, she was hard. She's hardcore. And so they were like, "Well, what about me, Miss?" I forgot her name. But teacher, professor, this and everybody wanted to know. Everybody was just like, I mean, they was like little kids in the classroom. This is in college. They were 5, 6, 8, 9 years old. But professor, what about my paper? And she was like, and every time she would go, because the students kept doing that. And she was trying to get a word in there. And I sat back there, y'all. I never forget. I was in the back row, sitting in the seat on the corner. And I watched everything. I peeped it, y'all. I sat back there real smooth. I didn't say a word because I knew I had this. I knew I had this. And I watched everyone in their little performance. Trying to get the professor's approval that their paper they turned in was good, right? And after her trying to, then she finally said, but Sue, she said, Sue, I enjoyed your story. She said, Sue, I enjoyed your story. Now remember, this was a paper that was supposed to be a few topics that she had given us to choose from. And basically it was just so that we could just be comfortable with a topic, whichever one that would probably bring out the grammatical skills in us. That's basically what she was doing. Like I said, I was like, hell, I forgot all about all the grammatical skills, trying to bring that out of us, and the grammatical errors and no errors and not errors. I went to just writing the story. And I sat there and I was like, let me tell you something. Those students got up. Remember, I just told y'all I was in the back, in the last row, sitting in the seat on the side. You know what I mean? The end seat. I was sitting in the end seat in the back of the row. Those students got on up and they came back there one by one because they had already knew. And they said, what did you write? Y'all, I'll never forget that in my life. Them kids got on up and came back to me, and they were all younger than me. I was in, I think, my late 30s, early 40s. I dropped out though. But anyways, I was in my late 30s, early 40s. And those students, they were all, no, there was a couple of people too in their late 20s. And maybe just a couple in their early 30s. But everybody was like in their, early 20s. Those people came back there and they said to me, those students, they said, what did you write? Because they knew that I was very challenged, y'all. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I've gotten better over the years. Because I wanted to get better over the years, because a professor said to me, Dr. Sean Williams has said to me, look, in order to be a writer, you should be able to know, grammatical errors. You should be able to recognize them. You understand what I mean? He understands, yeah, you can hire editors and things of that nature, but he was like, it all goes together. And it made sense, and that stayed with me. So I've gotten better over the years. Of course I've gotten better. You know what I mean? So yeah, you are, that's when I realized from her, which she doesn't know that, because now I'm 57. That's when I knew that I had some writing skills. That's when I knew. Because coming from her, it was an honor for me. Coming from someone like that, having an instructor like that, a professor like that, and I'm telling you, she's a stickler. I mean, she worked at a university, and then she worked at this college I was at as well. And she was known from all over Georgia. I'm telling you, this Black woman right here, she was a stickler. She earned them degrees. She knows the English language. Do you hear me? She knows the English language. And so coming from her, just about the creative writing side, being able to tell a story and to have continuity, and then building up the characters, that was an honor to me. So I knew then that I was a writer. So that's how it all started for me. So for you, if this is a channel that you're interested in, then you're more than welcome to be here. Because, like I said, we're going to do a lot of discussing about stories that I have created and written. And eventually I will get into AI. I will. I could do a little bit of both. Why not? I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching. And let's vibe. Let's build a community. Let's talk about storytelling. Let's talk about stories. Let's listen to storytelling. I also love to read. Looking forward to seeing you on the next channel.